Well, guys, man, make no mistake about it, man. This Chicago Sky's franchise and organization is going in a different direction after they decided to trade away Angel Reese during the summer. And this team is showing visible frustration after their latest loss to the Toronto Tempo, 85-68. And Skylar Diggins basically throws Tyler Marsh under the bus in her post-game press conference interview. Now, this Chicago Sky's team has lost the last 6 of 7 games, and right now they're reeling and they're searching for answers. But we're going to talk about it right after this.
Let me put you on game. These other podcasts out here talking that shit, but ain't repping the same. It's my bro K-Step, chopping up topics for your outfits. From politics to your cockpits. Tune in, you gotta watch this. Exclusive material for your radio, stereo, pumping high definition. Stop what you doing and listen. We smashing all competition. You better jump on this wave. Somebody pass me a mic, man, I got something to say.
Well, guys, you know I got something to say, man. The Chicago Sky, man, it's a team that's going in a different direction after they traded away Angel Reese during the summer to the Atlanta Dream. Now, we all see what the Atlanta Dream are doing now. Angel Reese is completely dominating over there, and they're balling out, and they have the second best record in the WNBA. And the Chicago Sky have lost the last 6 of 7 games, and they have ran their record to 4-7. So basically, the whole ordeal was that Jeff Pagalocious traded away Angel Reese and brought in some nice pieces, and they trying to put it all together. But I was telling people that, you know, it's up to Tyler Marsh, the head coach, to put this stuff together and make this work, because I've always had questions about Tyler Marsh's coaching style, his coaching ability, and his ability to get the best out of his players. For some reason, he's not getting that out of this unit. And I know injuries play a big part of, you know, some team's success. You know, they brought in Rakia Jackson. She went down with the ACL injury. They still don't have Courtney Vandersloot, but Courtney Vandersloot she's a shell of herself. She's, you know, aged, you know, trying to come back off an Achilles injury. ACL injury. And, you know, things are not looking good for the Chicago Sky at this moment. And frustrations have set in with Skylar Diggins. Now, we all know Skylar Diggins is very boisterous. And we heard some of the things that Angel Reese said last year in some of her post-game press conferences, and people took it out of context. And actually, Angel Reese was suspended for conduct detrimental to the team. So with this latest post-game press conference after the loss to the Toronto Tempo, Skylar Diggins basically showed her frustration. And if you listen closely, Skylar Diggins is throwing Tyler Marsh under the bus, because a certain reporter asked her a question about adjustments and stuff like that, and she abruptly interrupted and said, "That's a Tyler question." So is she throwing Tyler Marsh under the bus? We're going to take a listen to what Skylar Diggins and Azurá Stevens said in this post-game press conference. And you guys let me know, is Skylar Diggins hinting to something? Is she throwing Tyler Marsh under the bus? Is she basically saying Tyler Marsh has to do a better job? Let's take a listen to what Skylar Diggins and Azurá Stevens had to say. Take a listen.
She's been that player for us from the beginning of the season, and obviously injuries are tough for anyone. So to see her back, and you know, we've been seeing her put in the work, it was good to have her energy back.
See, just getting more minutes in, double tonight. Just how you feel like everything progressing?
Yeah, it's just the process. I feel good. I think each game I'm getting more and more comfortable, so feeling good.
And then I guess that first quarter, felt like maybe they were playing with a different pace, or I don't know. What did you guys see as how they kind of threw that first match?
Yeah, they just came out with more energy, and you know they got away. It got away really quickly. So you know, that's on us to figure out, you know, a way to come out with more energy just off the rip.
What did you see, Sky?
I agree with her.
What do you guys, I guess, feel just like right now collectively needs to just happen just to kind of prevent some of those score starts getting those scores?
I think just trying to find a way to consistently put together 4 quarters. Sometimes it's the third quarter, sometimes it's the end, it's the start. Like, we just got to find a way to keep consistent, good energy and effort. Tonight, it was just in the beginning. We see the other 3 quarters, it was neck and neck. So I don't know. We got to find a way to regroup and figure that out.
We got to have more maturity and more leadership on and off the floor, from the players on the floor, from the staff as well. We need more connectivity. If it was just versus one team, I'd understand that, but now it's been struggles versus.
Wow.
That's a trend of ours. It's disappointing. It really is. It's frustrating. The games ain't gonna slow down, and teams gonna keep getting better and better around us. So, we got to figure out how we're gonna turn this quarter here. But it's been an extremely frustrating experience.
I have one just on the half-court offense and execution of that.
That's the Tyler question.
Wow.
Ask Tyler.
Throwing him under the bus. Wow.
So you had 10 boards, but team-wise, rebounding has been a struggle with the last
Skylar was very
games.
adamant about that.
What are you seeing as things that can change there?
Rebounding is pretty simple. Just got to turn and hit your man. Even when we go to zone, it's a little bit more difficult. I know we threw that out a little bit today. But
Wow.
I don't know. It's pretty much effort. I don't think there's a lot of skill behind rebounding. You just got to hit your man and push back. So,
because that's a weakness of ours. I think teams are honing in on that. So
She calling everybody out.
Rebounding numbers the team have had all season, because I think they know that's a weakness of ours. And so, like Z said, effort all around needs to go up.
Well, she's pointing
And we
out a
have to
lot
get
of
out
things,
that
guys.
loser mentality that we have. Oh, here it goes again. Here it comes again.
Wow.
We're pros. We have to all step up being pros, starting with myself, and figure it out, because the games are going to keep coming. So when it comes to rebounding, like Z
Let him
said,
have
that's
it,
an effort
Skylar.
thing. And
Get it off your
when we
chest.
decide to do that, then we'll be better. But if we're going to keep giving up, tonight we gave up 11 and we got 7. That's a heart thing, and that's what we like right now.
Man, y'all guys heard exactly what Skylar Diggins had to say, man. She basically was calling out everybody. She said the team lacks heart. She said they don't have no maturity or no leadership. Calling out the head coach. That's a Tyler question about the half-court offense, the adjustments. He said that's a Tyler question. Basically, she's saying about the rebounding. They don't rebound. She's saying the teams are taking advantage of their weaknesses, but y'all let y'all's best rebounder and defender get out the building. And that's a Jeff Pagalosha problem. And this organization is just spiraling out of control. And Tyler Marsh has got to do a better job. And Skylar Diggins pointed to that. It's frustrating. This is a frustrating experience for Skylar Diggins. After they traded away Angel Reese, they brought in the pieces such as Skylar Diggins, J.C. Sheldon, Azare Stevens, Dejanay Carrington, Rakia Jackson. It's kind of crazy. And, they let Haley Van Lith go and brought in the Tasha Cloud, but she's not giving them much. And this notion of what we used to talk about, they should have just built the team around Angel Reese and put pieces around Angel Reese. But they wanted to build the franchise around Camila Cardoso. And she has her moments, but she's inconsistent. It's kind of crazy that Skylar Diggins pointed all that stuff out. And she's just frustrated. So the game against the Toronto Tempo, look at the box scores. Skylar Diggins says she has to be better, and she alluded to that. She played 26 minutes. She only had 7 points. You see what I'm saying? J.C. Sheldon, 21 minutes, 10 points. Rachel Banham, 21 minutes, 3 points. Azare Stevens, we know she's just now getting back in the lineup, getting her feet wet. She had 18 points and 10 rebounds in 23 minutes. But look at Camila Cardoso. 23 minutes, you had 9 points, 8 rebounds. Then the Tasha Cloud coming off the bench. You had 26 minutes, 6 points. You're not giving them nothing. Elizabeth Williams, 4 points, 21 minutes. Gabrielle Jaquez, the only lone bright spot coming off the bench with 11 points. So what are we talking? What are we talking, guys? This organization is almost like a dumpster fire right now. You wanted to get rid of Angel Reese. You thought that was going to change the franchise because you brought all these pieces in for one player, and things are not working out. And Skylar Diggins hit it right on the head. You know, y'all asking her questions about the offense, and she basically saying, hey, that's a Tyler Marsh question. Ask Tyler Marsh. You can't let Tyler Marsh off the hook. Skylar Diggins, man, basically just threw Tyler Marsh under the bus and called out certain individuals on the Chicago Sky basketball team. Let's see if she get any pushback from what she said in this post-game press conference. Because we know when Angel Reese called some people out last year, she got suspended. Conduct detrimental to the team. Angel Reese is in a happy place in Atlanta, and she's balling out, and she feels good. And this Chicago Sky team is reeling. I see everybody in the comment section. #salute. If you're not subscribed to the channel, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button. Turn your post notifications on so you know every time Simply Ball drops another hot banger. Oh, yeah, just in case I forgot. Tell a friend to tell a friend. It might not be for you, but it might be for them. And this is going to wrap up another episode of the Simply Ball Dropping Podcast. I'm your host and the man behind the mic, K-Sap. We'll catch you on the next one. Deuces.
Thanks for listening to the Simply Ball Dropping Podcast. Be sure to subscribe, like, and share on all major platforms.
That's all, folks.